Hold on to your seat, because today we're diving into the wild ride of Elon Musk's wealth journey. From making rockets that could one day take us to Mars, to turning electric cars into cool, must-have tech, this man's wealth is out of this world. But wait, what if I told you that it wasn't always the golden path you think it is? Yeah, Musk didn't just stumble into billions. In fact, his wealth journey's got more twists than a SpaceX rocket launch. Grab your popcorn, because by the end of this video, you'll finally understand how Elon Musk went from almost broke to being the world's richest man, and how he might just change the world forever. Are you ready? Because we're about to blast off. Let's start with a crazy question. How did Elon Musk go from barely scraping by to sitting on a fortune that could buy you a small country? Stick around for the insane details. Alright, let's rewind the tape a bit. Back to the early days when Elon was just a regular guy trying to make his mark. And no, he didn't start with a Tesla or a spaceship. He started with Zip2, living on $1 a day. And I thought my ramen noodle days were tough. But that's how Musk's first company, Zip2, came about. He co-founded the company with his brother, Kimball, back in 1996. They built a map service for newspapers. Yes, that's right, maps, before Google had them on their phones. Back then, the world was just starting to understand the power of the internet, and most newspapers were still relying on old-school ways of doing things. Musk was like, hey, why don't we put your maps online? And that idea sparked the creation of Zip2, which helped newspapers put maps on their websites. Now, the thing about starting a business in the 90s was that people didn't exactly trust the internet yet. So, you had to convince the big players, newspapers, to embrace this brand new thing called online mapping. And guess what? They actually did. And guess what happened next? Musk sold Zip2 for almost $300 million. That's right, almost $300 million. But was that enough for Elon? Of course not. He was about to take on the entire financial world with his next move. And trust me, it was weird. Let's dive into the bizarre world of PayPal. Enter PayPal. Now, this is where things get interesting. You'd think someone like Musk, with his big ideas, would just launch a regular online payment platform, right? No. He was shooting for the moon, literally. I remember being told it was too risky. But risk is part of the game. If you're not willing to risk it all, you don't belong in the game. Let's break this down. Musk launched X.com, a payment company that would eventually become PayPal. But the kicker? X.com wasn't just an online payment platform. It was an entire vision for how the future of banking would look. Elon Musk thought, what if we could change the whole way people use money online? After merging with Confinity in 2000, Musk found himself in a company that was essentially a startup with way too many cooks in the kitchen. PayPal's team wasn't exactly the easiest to work with, and the culture clash almost ruined the whole thing. Musk even got kicked out as CEO. But here's where it gets interesting. After eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, Musk walked away with $165 million, and that was just his starting point. But you want to know something crazy? The $165 million was just the beginning. While most people would have bought a yacht, Musk used it to fuel a mission that would change the world forever. And I'm not talking about Tesla. Nope, we're talking about something much bigger and more explosive. Stay tuned. Now, if you thought PayPal was wild, wait until you hear what happened next. You know that whole to Mars thing? Yeah, that wasn't some fantasy, folks. Elon Musk was serious about it. Can you imagine? Putting everything on the line. Musk took $100 million of his PayPal cash and decided to bet it all on SpaceX, a private space company with the goal of putting people on Mars. Crazy? Maybe. Impossible? Definitely not for Elon Musk. You see, SpaceX wasn't a hit from the start. In fact, they failed 3 times in a row, with rockets exploding left and right. One of those rockets exploded just 33 seconds after launch. Musk was this close to losing everything. But on the 4th try, boom, success. The Falcon 1 rocket made it into orbit, and SpaceX was no longer a joke. After the massive SpaceX failure streak, the company could have folded. But guess what? Elon Musk didn't stop. And in 2012, he did something that changed space exploration forever. But I'll bet you didn't see it coming, because this next part, it involves NASA. Stick around for the wild details. Alright, so let's talk about Tesla, the electric car company. Sounds familiar, right? But let me tell you, no one believed in electric cars back in the day. They thought Musk was crazy. But when has Elon Musk ever cared what others thought? Fast forward to today, and Tesla is worth billions. But here's the twist. At one point, Musk was seriously broke. In 2008, Tesla was struggling. They almost went under. He had to put his last cash into keeping the company afloat. Yet, here we are, with Tesla cars driving themselves to space. The man practically willed Tesla into existence. Now, do you want to know the best part? Tesla's first cars weren't exactly the coolest electric vehicles out there. In fact, they were expensive, impractical, and basically just for rich people. Musk didn't make his fortune on a luxury electric vehicle. He took on a market that was totally skeptical. But guess what? After years of sleepless nights, Tesla turned into the most valuable car company on the planet. Are you ready for the crazy part? Musk didn't just stop at making electric cars. No, he turned Tesla into a tech company, and now, it's got the world's most advanced self-driving tech. How did Musk convince the world that this was possible? Let's talk about how he built the future of transportation. Okay, so now we're at the present day, and Elon Musk is, well, let's just say, the king of everything. From SpaceX to Tesla to the Boring Company, he's got his hands in more pies than you could possibly count. But here's the real kicker. After all the risks, the billions, and the breakthroughs, does he really worth it? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe to get more incredible stories and information that will blow your mind. See you next time.